different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory, because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Fields. Pass to the right. There's Jones.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's Fields.
He'll find Jones again, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Jonathan Allen coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
At the 38. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Gibson here running out of the gun. Down to about the 32.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down. Howell now. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
First down, Howell to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Flush to his right.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him there with a third down situation. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Howell.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And this throw will be intercepted. And he's got room.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A handoff for Gibson.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Gibson again.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Robinson on a give right side. Down at the 25.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell down to throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away into fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
He's got a man, complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a split contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. No gain on the play there, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the
touchdown, Washington!
The player of the week off hasn't hurt him one bit.